Hello and welcome to day 3 of my StarMade carrier construction project. As you can see, we are starting out in the center room where the controls are, and I've built this room up a bit more. Of course, it's not finished. These green lights are temporary. We're just having, we're gonna have some, oh yes, there's doors underneath. There's gonna be like a little stairway up or something, you know, it's gonna be proper control room. And, but the biggest difference is in the lighting. I haven't hooked up those lights to anything yet, but I've redone the lighting entirely. I've done like a new system entirely. And I've also added the doors. Of course, I haven't finished the interior bits between the doors, but we'll get to that. So here we are above. When you come in, you see the green lights either in the middle or at either end. Also, you'll notice the back is a bit more done. I'll get to that. Then you have like the yellow following you in, and then the blue kind of marks the door. The red is kind of like, don't go here. And then so once you go through the door, you see that you come to a green. So again, it's like you arrive at green, and then you can follow yellow as a path, right? So there's a path going to that docking bay, or port, that docking port, or that one, or these. Red, don't go here because that's a fucking wall. Because, you know, that'd be kind of dumb, but, you know, just in case for some reason you needed to know. And then little bits of green next to the docking ports saying, here's the docking port. Blue, like, marking the outline of the destination. A bit of red here saying, don't dock to this one. Of course, the point of those is that you do have a docking port there, so you can dock a larger vehicle across 2 spaces, and or dock several smaller things in here. So those docking ports can be used like that. They're kind of a utility port, you know, it's not your first choice, but there you go. There's also some lighting on the walls. Also, the walls have been filled in with some shield capacitors, which they're called shield capacitors now, whereas they used to be called, I don't know what they were called, shield modules or something. Because shields have just been split up into shield capacitors and shield rechargers or something like that. I don't know. But I'm going to have to, of course, this one, since I just am in the process of designing it, I don't have to redo anything. But on the fighter out there, the fighter I have parked here, I'm going to have to change out some of the shield capacitors for the new system. Also, you'll notice the roof doesn't have any of the lighting stuff that I had before. I've decided to go ahead and make this ship it has an up and a down, because I was originally going to try and have it be more symmetrical, but I've decided against that because of earlier plans, and I just kind of like this design where you have this, you know, it looks very clean and orderly. Also, you'll notice, okay, so we have yellow lights next to plex doors, so there's 4 doors on each side which allow you to go out into a hallway. Of course, the hallway hasn't been done yet. It's going to be a very narrow hallway. Of course, it's just like a little access way. It's not the main thing that you'd be going to. The main thing you'd be going to is going to be coming out of the front of the ship, I think. Some sort of hallway going up or something, or you can go in through the center core, or maybe then there could be some access ports maybe going down, because down here, as you can see, we have an inner hull bit that's been made, and of course it has the armor around the edges, you know, well, it's a hardened black around the outside, and then gray in here, and then this has been completed, or at least, you know, more complete. This is a little access way that doesn't have anything in it yet. It will at some point. And of course, this is our little gizmo. I love how the lights are, the new lighting that's been added underneath, or, oh no, that's the lighting from directly above, is kind of playing crazy with this. It looks a bit mental, but you know, that's that. That's gonna go do whatever. Basically, crew quarters and stuff would go up in these little sections up here. And then there'd be little maintenance access ways down through here. And then down here is where the bulk of the systems will be, down in this belly section. And as you can see, this blue lighting at the back, this is where we started putting in the engine. The engine is actually going to be this weird half-loop structure. As you can see here, it actually is designed to cut off here. I'm not quite sure exactly how I'm going to finish designing that. You know, I'll figure that out as I go, but I'm going to start having the engines in, and then I'm going to actually have to make the engines workable, because right now our acceleration is not good, and flashing the whole thing. And of course there's this bit of extra on top. Basically I've designed the back to kind of have this up bit like I was talking about, like kind of like a spoiler but not a spoiler, you know, just kind of this thicker, bulkier part at the back, and then it, you know, it's kind of got this gradual slope down, and then of course there's the green light. So, you know, if you were on approach from the rear of the ship, you'd see like the giant engine, whatever I put at the back here, you'd come down and then you'd be like green, yellow, go in, green, yellow, going to this bay, or, you know, whatever the system is, you know, that would be cool. Also, as you can see here, these are power tanks. I'm going to build a giant power tank here. I might split it down the middle to have two half-size tanks. I'm not sure exactly. That would be, of course, more of an aesthetic choice than an actual, like, performance or whatever, you know. Of course, also that reminds me, because we've added some doors in here, some of these power units have been made less powerful due to that. But again, you know, I care about aesthetics more than performance. I mean, if I wanted performance, there would it would be very, very different, you know. And oh yes, this armor has been done, like the inner armor around here and down there. This part isn't done yet. I gotta finish it, but I got tired of clicking because, as you can imagine, doing all the work that's been done between yesterday and today, it's a lot of work. So I'm gonna leave it here for tonight. That is what I've done. Thanks for watching. As always, see you in space.